It's hauled in by Edwards. Murray kicks to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. Edwards passes to Randall. Doncic comes with the double team. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks the triple.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Pass to Capella. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Doncic looking it over. The three. Hands it from downtown.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 34-point game against Toronto. Randall outside. Edwards against Fournier. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And so it's New York with it. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Minnesota's head coach. Their emphasis will be focusing on slowing down Julius Randle in the paint. Coach said he's always been a great finisher, and we have to respect that. So we can't let him get comfortable down there. It's a big task when Randle gets himself going. Guys?
Thank you, David. And that one's good by Roby.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Harris outside. Passes to Randall. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. You can't get that one. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier. Just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer. And he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Offensive rebound. Capella kicks to Fournier.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
Harris against Doncic. Here's Capella, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Murray, the pass to Randall. On the wing, Harris. Murray outside. Lock at 6. And again, New York with the triple.
Murray already a capable shooter from deep. I think the more shots he takes like this, the better he'll become at it.
The pass to Capella. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
And Murray's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep.
Now here's Randall. Defense is right there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him. Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Murray kicks to Harris. Pass to Randall. Back to Harris. Will it go? And it's laid in by Randall.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Minnesota in the lead. Doncic with it. Last game he had 13. They get the rebound. Another shot. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 6.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Josh Hart comes in for Evan Fournier. The Knicks also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Here's Hart, and he banks in the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Murray. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to Murray. Pass to DiVincenzo. Plumlee with some nice D.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Capella with the bucket.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Knicks trail by 8. Murray outside. Outside for Randall. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Hart the pass to Plumlee. And the layup is good. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And Turner throws it down.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolling to the basket.
Plumlee, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in. New York calls timeout.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, but when the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
A different look for New York. Green, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Joe Harris comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Murray. Now, here's Nunn. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Timberwolves leading by 13. Doncic finds Bradley. Kuzma pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shot's good by Turner.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
Bradley passes to Plumlee. A three. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist from Plumlee.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And here's Kuzma after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Doncic. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Turner passes to Nunn. 50 seconds left in the first. Harris looking it over. 5 to shoot. Here's Green. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bradley, no one around him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing by 19. He dishes it to Turner. Plays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 8.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Doncic against Kuzma. Here's Doncic. From deep. That shot off. And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. They've got Nerlens Noel, Kendrick Nunn out there with Joe Harris. And there's Green, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Fournier comes in for Doncic, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Avery Bradley. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Fournier. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Knicks trail by 17 to the inside. Here's Green, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And a foul called on Minnesota. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. Minnesota making a switch. Kobe's checked in, and he gets the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Outside Fournier. There's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Hart. Green with the block. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Back to Harris. Dishes to Noel. Passes it to Nunn. It's Noel, high post. And that one drops for him. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really got to admire the way Noel adjusts after contact. Excellent body control by the big man.
Fournier passes to Plumlee. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Plumlee's got 7.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got a tight...
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Capella, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Knicks, Edwards, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Ante DiVincenzo comes in for Harris. And Murray's subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Back to Dinwiddie. Floats one. Green with the block. up on top. Capella covering.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Murray against Dinwiddie.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 11. Dinwiddie outside.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
And that one's good. Noel.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And that one, good. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Here's Murray. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look. Look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Dinwiddie against Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Timberwolves shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No
And
kidding.
yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the dunk by Capella.
You know, we're used to seeing this kind of efficiency from Capella, but he's scoring with volume, too. That's impressive.
Murray finds Green. New York moving the ball around. Now Murray. Outside, Green. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. And Fournier over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 3 on the clock. Deep 2 from Murray. And he hits the jump shot. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
No defense going to stop that. I mean, at times, Murray is simply unguardable. Great range and a quick release.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Baisley's checked in. And it's Avery Bradley in for Fournier. Dinwiddie against Murray. The feed now to Turner. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer. And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league. the last couple of years, and has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Out to Turner. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low-post go-to move.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Up top, Doncic. Headed by Green. Doncic, no good. Knicks trail by 13. One-on-one here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The Knicks making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Murray outside. 6 to shoot.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Here's Bradley. Good work defensively by Turner. Knicks trail by 9. Murray outside. Turner passes to Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First free throw is good.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
The 3 for Doncic. No good on the shot. And New York the other way now. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Murray dishes to Edwards. New York moving the ball around. Pass to DiVincenzo. The dish to Randall. Poked away. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Bradley. And Plumlee kicks to Bradley. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Murray. He feeds it to Turner. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside. And the foul. On Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now Doncic, the high post shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
And that one misses.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
He hits the second from the line. And that does it for the first half of play. Minnesota on top, up by 10. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They lead by 10. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Doncic, Fournier out there with Clint Capella, and it's Roby in at the 4. Passes it to Fournier. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Olenek the pass to Turner. Back to Kuzma. To the paint, 6 on the shot clock, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots over Kuzma. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by Turner.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Edwards, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Dinwiddie against none. There's the pass to Roby. Kicks it to Fournier. 5 on the clock. Looking to get back on track here. No stopping. There, jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Noel's checked in for Turner. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Fournier.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
To the middle. And Noel kicks to Kuzma. Rebound, Minnesota.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside Fournier. Yep, it counts. Fournier's got 10 points in the game.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball, and that makes him hard to guard.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the shot goes down.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility early in his career. I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ball's knocked loose. Capella dishes to Fournier. Kuzma brings the double team. From the arc. And Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got 13.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And here's none. He's got 5. Olenek the pass to Edwards. And here's none. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Hart the pass to Capella. Back to Hart. Lets it go with the three.
Come on.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Knicks trail by 6. None with it. He's got 7. And no good. Plumlee with some nice D.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Nunn against Bradley. And he gets it to go. Nunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
It's Bradley on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistling. 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Baisley's checked in. Here is Edwards. He's got 12. He dishes it to Noel. He kicks to Edwards. Nunn passes to Knick. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Fournier against Edwards. The shot's good from Fournier.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Nunn can't get it to fall. Timberwolves leading by 6. The trade. Rebound by Olynyk. New York shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knick. And Minnesota has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Bradley finds Fournier. Here's Hart. Pass to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 from Bradley. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for New York. 9-point game. Here's Nunn. Carried from 15 feet out. Nunn's got 13 points.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Fournier to the right side. Here's Baisley. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Hart. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now Fournier, 15 points in the game. And the 3 off target. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Evan Fournier. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Evan Fournier. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Edwards against Doncic. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Edley on the double team. Nunn passes to Kuzma. Nunn against Bradley. Noel rebounded by the Timberwolves. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Doncic. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 16 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, this hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
The Timberwolves have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Now here's Murray. What a performance for Avery Bradley. He has been the story for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Minnesota leading by 9, and on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Robinson is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Harris, and there's Miles Turner, and it's Randall in a power forward.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Bradley against Murray. Pass to Robinson for 3. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Timberwolves. And here is Doncic. Here's the lob to the hoop. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Murray kicks to Randall. Outside Robinson. Murray against Dinwiddie. And it's Murray penetrating. That shot off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Passes it to Robinson. Now here's Randall. Outside for Robinson. Takes a 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And the pass to Hart. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Murray. Inside, Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, the hard work inside from Turner paying dividends. A real handful for the defense down low.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Capella's checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
And Glenn Robinson, a player that was moved at the deadline last year, showed that he's a solid participant when given the minutes.
Agreed, Greg. I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything at the three. He's learned to play within himself and really never hurts you in any aspect of the game. Those are the kind of guys you have to find minutes for.
Murray against Dinwiddie. Murray dishes to Turner. Yes, that goes in.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Harris against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Back to Murray. Harris finds Randall. New York needs to get off a shot. Over Roby. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Evan Fournier's checked in for Josh Hart. Murray against Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has deliver here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, just hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, could be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Yes, sir. He is dialed in. 6 of 6 in the quarter and looking for more.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Capella against Robinson. And stolen by Fournier. And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Knicks trail by 10. Murray, the pass to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Minnesota's coach had some words for his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Launches a 3. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Timberwolves leading by 9. Fournier gets a wide open look. Out to Doncic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Doncic has got 34.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them. Dinwiddie with it. Doncic outside. Pass to Fournier. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Pass to Capella. Shoots over Turner. Feeds it to Capella. They shoot again. Back to Fournier. Here's Capella. Back to Fournier. Just 4 to shoot. And another shot. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The pass to Doncic. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Capella. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes. Chance to make big hoops.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Knicks. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Fournier against Nunn. And he lobs it up toward the rim. 6 to shoot. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Murray dishes to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Doncic with it. Picked up by Turner. And they double up Doncic. Fournier for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wide open look here for Murray. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Now Thibault. Murray outside. And Dinwiddie over to help. Outside Turner. Down low. Here's Thibault. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Murray against Dinwiddie. Money!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Nunn finds Randall. Thibault with the ball. That one doesn't drop. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're up by 3. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.